Alright, folks, we are back with more Hacknet. So, let's see. I think we just finished up that decryption mission, if I remember correctly. Just check the mail real quick. Contract successful. Yep. Excellent. So... not the asset server. Yeah, let's see what other contracts we can pick up for ourselves, huh? Contract listing. Remove a fabricated death row record. Okay. It's a cleanup job to remove some false information a hacker planted in the death row database for reasons unknown. A false duplicated record has been added to the death row records, likely as some sort of identity theft or griefing plan. We'd like this false record removed. Okay. Imposters on death row. This contract has been added by an anonymous CSEC member. Though it may be possible to discern the sponsor's identity through this contract, CSEC requests that, as always, you respect the privacy and anonymity of its members by not doing so. Contract. The death row record for one Joseph Fellman, number 119080, is a clear duplication of Alva Curry's number 999080 record, which is clearly the original. Delete the Joseph Fellman record from the database. Its presence there not only represents a risk to any and all real Joseph Fellmans, but is also an insult to the original statement made by Mr. Curry. Correct this. Okay. Death row records database. Record details. I don't need the deck solutions. Crap. Alright. Delete the record named Joseph Fellman. That's all they use to identify their records? Seems a little sketchy. Let's get some shells. Entropy. Bop. Asset cache. Yeah. Bitwise test. Yeah. And then the CSEC gauntlet number 3. That should be good. Watches, I don't even need them because they don't even have a frickin' proxy on the... Whoa. Death row executed offenders listing. This database exists to preserve and curate details of the executed offenders on death row, including but not limited to their final statements and offense details. Gender and racial statistics of death row inmates. White, 5 female, 76 male, 81% of the total, 29% of the total. Where the hell did I get 81% from? 3 female, 107. Interesting. So let's see, Joseph Fellman. What would they do if they were 2 people called Joseph Fellman that both got executed? I know, very slim chance, but still. Is it just me, or... am I not seeing this, Oh, I know why, because the last name first. Duh. There it is. Joseph Fellman. Alright. Probe that system. Yeah, just a firewall. Watch, is this fucking gonna be like death row, or execute, or sentence, or death, or some shit like that. Well, they traced me, so that's, how about that? Okay, so let's see here. AHS something, whatever, solve. AHS UNYAG. Interesting. Oops. Fuck. SSH. Shit. What? Ah, shit. Oh my god. Fucking up here. There we go. FTP. Gotta get that one rolling. There we go. The database thing is fast, so that won't be an issue. Yeah, I was just too shocked that they use some just gibberish thing for the password instead of, you know, like a death row or some crack. Oops, 1433. And then we'll do that. And no problem. Alright. Scan the network. Yeah, nothing. DR database. Records. Okay, so we should say RM. Feldman Joseph. RM. Done. Shit. Where are them logs at? Okay. And there you go. Congratulations, we're ranked 60 out of 100. Cool. CSEC, log in. Does this add any effect yet? You're still fucking ranked 0. What is this? What is this nonsense? No. Investigate a CSEC member's disappearance. But I'm not done down here. Here's this thing still. This task represents the start of what CSEC admins predict will be an unusually long sequence. If you have critical CSEC business, we recommend completing that before progressing with this task. For some sort of team. And I'm not sure, but since this popped up on the entropy contract database too, I think. I feel that like this maybe has something to do with the DLC. Like I think it did. Let me see. Entropy contract database. Yeah, see, it's still there. Here to unknown agent. Yeah. Pretty sure that that's something to do with the DLC. At least that's my. Now what's this? Bit, well, okay, so let's see. Bit, well, remember CSEC, a personal friend of many people who dropped off the grid over 2 weeks ago. And Bit is the guy that initially contacted us at the beginning of the game and said he was dead, so. Could be interesting, but we haven't done track an encrypted file yet. I think we've located a way to track down our deck encrypted files were encoded. We have a password lock file and want it open. There should be enough leads for you to go on. Okay. Through the spyglass. Apparently deck encrypted files store the IP there were encoded at, with some MISC messages, in the encoded headers. Presumably for debug purposes or something, but to us it looks like a wide open security vulnerability, which is great because we have something we need decoded. And we have no idea what the password for it is. So first step, find a way to read these headers. We had a bit of a dig around and found that one of the Deck Solutions employees might have a way to decode headers without knowing the password of a file. Go take a look around on his end and reply if you find anything useful. We'll have more for you after that. Joseph Scott's Battle Station. Ah, it's just a clusterfuck of stuff here. Too many. Same with up here, there's like 3 of them. Joseph Scott. My good man. Alright. I think we'll hit everything but FTP. Ah, you don't track me. Excellent. I gotta wait for that to run because I don't have any memory. Come on, it's done. There we go. And password crack. Ow, for God's sakes, come on. Really need to find a way to frickin' upgrade my computer or something, if we can even do that. Alright. New folder, IRC crap, data. New folder, new folder, new folder, work. Yeah. deckhead.exe. Alright. Deck header analysis as does a this is seriously getting out of hand. First, the problem with actually being able to break the encryption without the proprietary tool. Now this, reading the headers is still a big problem. There's the encode source IP in there, which, yeah, is still a huge security concern. Thanks very much. I don't care how much easier it makes your debugging sessions and client relationships. Well, here's some more working proof that we've got problems. I'll let the dust settle on the first bombshell, then throw this into the ring. Two at once might get me fired. Best hold on to this till things calm down a bit. Oh, deckhead.exe, why do you cause me so many problems? I guess it's more just outsourcing in general. Why am I blogging into a text file? Ugh, painkillers. Well. SCP deck head. I'll take that. Got anything else useful? No. These people lead very boring lives. They don't got no programs on their systems, no documents. Alright. We're done there. Reply if you find something useful. Yeah. I got something useful. Neat. Got something good. Alright, the file we're looking at is up on the crossroads. CSEC encode 1 deck. We renamed it so people wouldn't go messing with it. It was originally named WinC firmware specs.deck when we got it, if that helps. Anyway, read the headers of that, find out where it was encoded, and go track that password down. Reply to this with the password in the email, and we'll take care of the rest. So, Crossroads server. Crossroads. CSEC encode 1. So we want to use deck head on CSEC encode 1. Reading file, parsing headers, verifying contract, checking deck, reading code, operation complete, headers, source IP. Okay. Well, let's connect to that, shall we? Hey. Oh wait, no, it's in my terminal still. Okay, we're good. Connect 168.61.82.245. Macrosoft Workhorse server. That's not what I was expecting. No proxy either. Alright. FTP, bane of my existence. Of course they trace me. Webworm 80. Need more RAM. Can't I just throw 16 gigs in there like I have on my computer? Make things much easier. I'm sure like back in the day though, you know, walk around and be like, oh yeah, I have 761 megabytes of RAM. You'd be like, wow, that's so much. Just like, you know, like a 10 megabyte hard drive. Hot shit if you had one of them. Alright. Nothing. Work logs. Oh, encode file. Arguments file, blah. Output, blah. Job complete. Debug non-release, okay. Not found. Password beep beep. Hey. It's a really shitty encryption program. Believe it. Naruto X-rated collection.zip. Believe it. Jesus Christ. Nice. Alright, beep beep. That's our password. Good password, guys. Naruto X-rated collection. Christ. Alright. Additional details. Beep. Beep. Yay! 50 out of 100. Alright. Keep it rolling. Check out a suspicious server. I ran into a strange looking server. Security looks a bit tighter than I can manage, so I didn't test it, but someone here might want to check it out. Alright. Red line. Hey, don't know if you found anything here, but I thought you might want to check it out. I ran into this server with some scanning software. It's got a trace on it, so I didn't poke around too much, but someone more experienced that might want to give it a look. I don't really find anything, or if it's super secure or something. CCC Hack Squad file dump. Okay. That's it. Holy fuck! Jesus Christ. I don't think that could go any faster. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck that. Sure. I'm not getting into that, bitch. White Queen and academic record. CSEC member that wishes to remain anonymous needs a small job. This contract has been added by blah 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 blah. Contract. A former employee needs to have his academic records stripped clean, wiped completely of all degrees. Name: Jacob Stevens. Important. Remember to clear your tracks. Blah blah blah. Rely on their reputation. Blah. And there we are. I don't need Joseph Feldman anymore. Alright. Didn't remember my admin credentials. I don't recall the freaking academic database being this much of a bitch. Wait a minute. Academic. I'm a genius. No, really, I remember that from the last time, though. Oops, they don't have 22. 80. Ah, so I can just disable their firewall. And they don't care, but as soon as I start messing around, then it's game on, huh? Oh, man. Not enough memory. Might say it will be my demise for this game. I know, horrible joke. Couldn't resist. Seriously, though, having to do this stuff one. I mean, I guess if I shut down all of my shells, I could have some more, but I don't know. I just like leaving them up because you never know when you have proxy you have to deal with. Trade-off. Ah, come on. There we go. Alright. Search entries. Name. Jacob Stevens. Search. Delete. Cool. Let's just search it one more time to make sure that's saved. Again, what if you have two Jacob Stevens, you know? Like, all they need is a name. Doesn't seem like a sustainable system, you know? If more people get onto it. But who am I to judge? Flag for critical contract. Agent. Administrators have flagged your account with permissions to accept a critical contract. This is listed as CSEC on the listings page. Be aware that accepting this contract may be either time-consuming or require confidentiality and a separation from other projects for a time, and should be undertaken only with expectation that other contracts and possibly CSEC service may be unavailable for its duration. Thank you, CSEC. Interesting. Oops, I don't need to reply to that. Let's go to Contract Hub. Project Junebug? Is that what they're talking about? Questionable actions. Interesting. I thought they just said it would be listed as CSEC. I don't see anything right there. Listed as that. Hold up. Accept a critical contract. This is listed as CSEC on the listings page. I don't see no contract listed as CSEC on there. Or am I just simply blind? Yeah, the only thing to see. Oh, there it is. No. Verify connect. No. Okay. I saw CSEC up there. No, that's not it. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. So, I don't know what to tell you there. Compromise an EOS device. Slowly cutting down on the list here. So I'm pretty sure that will progress the story, since it involves bit. Project Junebug. Incredibly delicate situation. Fuck it. I think that was locked before, so let's see what. That's some new music. Okay, I can dig this. Yeah. Alright, Hacker, this isn't a normal request, and we're not going to treat it as such. We've been asked to perform a euthanization? What the fuck? Obviously, we sent out a few others to dig up data on it, and a few from outside groups so as not to raise suspicion some time ago, and largely speaking, it's come back all clear. It seems the man in question, one Elliot Witt, is hospitalized in considerable pain and against his wishes, has been denied the option of death. A failed attempt by his family earlier has prevented them from performing subsequent efforts until a member proposed this option. It seems the pacemaker he is fitted with allows remote access with proper authorization, and they believe this may be an avenue to fulfill this request. What the fuck, man? We're gonna kill some guy? Hack into his pacemaker? That's really sketchy. Naturally, given the nature of this request, we can accept that you may not want to be involved. Reply with deny in your response and we will remove you from the project. If you do decide to help us with this matter, you should know that it will likely take some amount of investigation and testing, given that as far as we know, this has never before been attempted. We recommend starting with the target's medical record, identifying the chip, looking for its manufacturers, and going from there. What the fuck, man? This is intense sounding. Jeez. We're gonna literally go kill some guy. And you see, it's super sketchy, but it's also I don't know, you know, like a prediction of what may come to be in real life itself. And you got all kinds of devices connecting to the internet that don't need to connect to the internet, you know, like coffee makers, washing machines, dryers, like all this random crap that doesn't need to be online, but yet it is. And heck, they're even putting cars online now. And in fact, like the WikiLeaks thing just came out and be like, oh yeah, we can, you know, we've been working on taking control of a car and causing it to crash. It's like super sketchy stuff. Like, damn. So they just say, start with the target's medical record, identify the chip, look for its manufacturer, and go from there. They don't... Not giving me much to work off of here, man. But let's get it figured out, eh? So the dude's name is Elliot Witt, and we gotta kill him. Alright, search. It's kind of cool that this mission has its own soundtrack or something. Alright, let's see. He's only 55. Damn. Also, this super sketchy clock in here telling you how long somebody's been alive down to the second. Like, that's just really sketchy. Anyway, due to recurring and critical arithmetic problems in the patient's heart, they've been fitted with a pacemaker that can allow some fine-tuning to account for unknown variables without invasive surgery. Are you shitting me? You're just gonna stick the fucking IP address of the dude's pacemaker into a completely unsecured database? How is this a good idea? Well, I guess I am the admin, so that's from earlier. Anyway, let's get those IPs. Like, this mission is just has sketch written all over it, like extra details. Before taking any action that might disrupt the pacemaker or performing any invasive surgery, contact the manufacturers to confirm its stability. Documentation and notes. I'm gonna snap a picture of these so I don't have to keep coming back in here. Alright, let's see. Picture. Boom. Alright, so we want to connect to the bottom one, 66, 96, 147, 84 for documentation and notes. Kellis Biotech News. Kellis Biotech and you. What the hell am I even connected to? There we go. Kellis Biotech is an internationally recognized, full-service original equipment manufacturer specializing in medical and cosmetic services. From design to large-scale production, Kellis is industry-leading in the creation of medical-grade hardware, specializing in embedded micro-devices and operating systems. Our standards are matched by our approach, which only accepts absolute reliability and stability, because when it comes to your health, we refuse to compromise on quality. Yet we'll just fucking hook it up to the internet and let whoever the fuck wants to get into it. This reference server uses Kellis' proprietary reference context technology and will only display content that relates to your registered active products. The address you use to access the server is important as it uniquely reflects your account details on our system. Don't lose it! Alright. Why are these redded out? Yet I can still click on them. Whatever. Kellis Biotech V2.44 pacemaker, year out pacemaker, is designed for patients that are considered a high risk or need consistent monitoring but are unable to remain in a hospital. Connected to remotely, providing the observer with real-time electrocardiograph data and some small clerical update tools. Given the sensitive nature of the system, requiring 100% uptime, the system is hard-locked to only accept binary update packages signed by the build server of the chip's assigned software designer. Updates are generally only provided on a case-specific basis, in which a patient may need a slightly different settings to account for natural changes in cardiac rhythm in response to age or operation. Kelis's updating system makes these changes possible without the need for further intrusive operation. Although prior versions of the chip included tools for manually updating settings, these have been removed for security concerns, and this current version only allows pacemaker behavior changes to be made by a firmware patch, which can be done wirelessly to remove the need for surgery. If your case requires such an update, contact your assigned Kelis Biotech representative for assistance and budgeting. Okay. Security and clearances. Clearing security to perform a firmware update once a signed binary has been retrieved from the software, developers require several steps. First, connect to the pacemaker chip using the patient's reference IP address. Log in as an administrator using details that will have been assigned on a per-case basis by the client. This step is protected using Kelis's proprietary microport protection system, port 6652. At this stage, remote monitoring would be enabled, allowing the user to view live electrocardiograph data. To perform the firmware update, a secondary software login must be performed using an authorized software manufacturer authentication code. With both details confirmed, an update can be uploaded and activated on the chip, which will automatically soft reset. No danger to the patient, and activate the new code. Alright, well, I guess it does sound like they really went out of their way to lock this bitch down. But still, it doesn't need to be connected to the internet, in my personal opinion. Firmware and patching. Firmware for the V2.44 chips was written by Eidolon Soft Version Control. Queries and updates are handled through their central server located at... well, how nice of you to tell that to me, my guy. As only builds signed by their internal services using our key will run on the chips, no other company can produce working code for the chips without having them compile it. Issues with the remote monitor software and interference of external access to the chip should be directed at them. Their contact emails for such requests and queries is support@eidolonsoft.com. Man, like, as sketchy as this mission is, it's shaping up to be like, sound like it'll be super fun, just because there's so much stuff we have to do. Because from the sound of it, we need to figure out Ellis Witt's IP address, as that's the only thing we can connect to his pacemaker from, or make the request from. And we need to get a signed, trick these people into making some sort of signed binary, or steal their encryption signing keys to do that. And then get past their proprietary port security for 6652 or whatever. What else you guys got? Yeah, well, we could try. We're kind of out of time, though, so before we go too much farther down this rabbit hole, I think we're gonna call it an episode here. Just go back here. We're gonna call it an episode. And when we come back, hopefully we can untangle this mess of stuff. I guess it's more of a web of stuff that we have to do, and potentially put this guy down. So, thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next one when we return with more Hacknet.